Coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. The view high above our broadcast location tonight. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little...
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. James finds Schroeder. Bounce pass from Morris. Caldwell Pope against Robinson. From deep three-point range. Gasol passes to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Morris. And then for Miami, Heroes checked in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Now here's Dragic to the left wing, to the paint. Here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Misses off the right iron.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with... And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Deflects the pass. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Hero. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Good hustle by Iguodala, an alert defender who you can't be too careless around.
Here's James. A shot off that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Butler against Kuzma. And good that time.
Now, Jimmy Butler can score on all 3 levels, inside, outside, and from distance.
20 feet out. James misses.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And so that's the end of the first half. Miami ahead, up 11. Live from the Staples.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. It was all about Miami as the game got going. They had the pieces in place for a nice... And...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Kelly Olynyk displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn, and it's Butler in at the 3.
There's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Butler goes in, from 20 feet out. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Baseline jumper. That shot off.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Miami.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Butler.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control. Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Outside Dragic. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the...